Hey everybody, Matthew here from MiniWarGaming.com, and I'm here with my business partner Dave, and we're about to play some Old World. Now I should be a little more clear than that. I'm about to teach Dave.
Are you?
How to play his first ever game of Old World.
Dude, there's a lot going on around here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I am an expert at this because I have also played a singular game of Old World before.
One game. That's impressive. You play one game, then you can teach someone else. That actually says a lot, doesn't it?
It says a lot about the game because the game is actually pretty straightforward to learn. There's devil in the details, of course.
I like the devil in the details.
But that's okay because we're going to have a lot of fun. You're Khorne.
Naturally.
So we got to start with Khorne.
Yes.
And I'm Tomb Kings, which was my first ever Warhammer Fantasy army.
Uh-huh.
In fact, I think I'm playing with a lot of the models from my original Warhammer Fantasy army that I bought from Fireman Tim a long time ago. Right. Whereas you're playing with a lot of Age of Sigmar models, actually, on our movement tray converters, which you can get at MiniWarGamingForge.com. We sell movement trays, movement tray converters, square bases, all sorts of stuff, STLs, or we'll print them for you, MiniWarGamingForge.com. Anyways, so the best way to learn a game is just to play.
Yes,
that's the best way. Just
play.
Yeah, you don't. I'm not going to explain the whole thing to you.
You probably shouldn't.
We're going to go through it, phase by phase, turn by turn.
And they're called phases.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So the game is broken up into game rounds, much like Warhammer 40K, Age of Sigmar, the games you've played before. Each player has a turn, and in the turn you have phases. So it's very similar structure to what you're used to in these other games. In fact, a lot of this is going to feel familiar. The difference of this one and all these other games that you've played is that we're playing with movement trays, so it's a rank and flank game.
Rank and flank.
Rank and flank, where there's ranks and there's flanks. So just rank and file or rank and flank, whatever you want to call it.
It's very little terrain on the table, I notice.
Yeah, you can play with more terrain, but I figured for your first game, trying to figure out how to maneuver the movement trays is going to be a little more difficult. And so by having a little less terrain on the table, it gives you a little easier an experience.
As long as I can Khorne forward and then see what happens, that's really all that matters.
Yeah, when you're playing games that are not on movement trays, like Age of Sigmar and 40K, you can have lots of terrain because each individual model you can move around. Whereas this, you actually move in blocks, you wheel, you pivot, all sorts of stuff.
Pivot!
Yes. So let's talk about our armies really quick.
Okay.
So your first test off camera, we talked about what you're bringing.
Yes.
Can you remember what you're bringing?
All right, let's see if I can. Okay, so I got Wulfric the Wanderer. Okay, so he's a tanky dude.
But he's not actually Wulfric. We're just playing him as a Chaos Lord.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's a Chaos Lord. That's his stat line, but the model is Wulfric.
Yes.
All right, he's part of this Chaos Warrior unit?
Yes.
See, I want to say Blood Warriors, right? Because that's what I'm seeing.
No, yeah.
We're Warriors of Chaos.
We're using some Age of Sigmar models.
Okay. So they're Chaos Warriors. So they're like your standard dudes who are a bit beefier, more beefier than the Marauders.
That's right.
Which are right there, which are your cultist equivalent. I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what visually, to me, that's what it looks like.
That's not a bad comparison.
And over there are ogres, even though they are minotaurs, but they're ogre stat line.
Yes, we're playing them as Chaos Ogres.
Chaos Ogres.
Yeah, so you're a Warriors of Chaos army with Chaos Warriors.
It's going to be really hard to remember that, but I think I can do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, and it's roughly 1,000 points, a little less than 1,000 points on each side. I thought that'd be an appropriate amount. On my side, we've got Tomb Kings. We've got my Lich Priest. It'll be a level 2 wizard. So you don't get wizards because you're Khorne.
I don't want wizards.
But he's my hero fence, so he's the one keeping everybody alive. So as soon as he dies, my army starts to crumble. So that's a very important thing for you to know.
So kill him first.
Well, I'm going to protect him, and you don't really have any guns or bows.
Nor do I want them.
Exactly. So he'll be last to die. I got a big block of 24 skeleton warriors, pretty straightforward, all with their shields and hand weapon. So they're not that great. They're kind of like your Marauders, but the Tomb Kings don't break, so they don't run away. Instead, they just crumble when you do a lot of damage to them, which we'll talk about later.
Everything's a skull. I'm looking at a skull already.
That's right.
It's even better for Khorne.
Yeah, they're already pre-cleaned and everything. All the skin's been removed.
Oh, we'll get some blood.
You just kind of crack off the skull and you're good to go.
Yes.
And then over here we've got 10 skeleton archers, and then we've got this big beefy block of 6 Ushapti. So they're very powerful warriors, as you can probably tell. They look scary.
They do.
And then we've got 3 chariots that are ready to charge up and hopefully flank you and hopefully do a lot of damage. And then in reserve, hidden beneath the ground, ready to pop up, is a scorpion, a tomb scorpion. So it's a construct.
Like the Rock?
It kind of looks like him.
That's what I'm imagining
from
right
the
now.
one movie.
Yeah,
right,
the
it
one
was really
movie.
bad.
That's
Yeah, that one.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, those are our armies.
Cool. This battle report is sponsored by Wayland Games, which is fantastic if you're getting into the old world, like myself. First game here, super excited, and look at everything they have in stock. They do ship worldwide, and they have competitive pricing, so jump over to Wayland Games to get your games. Now let's get back to the game.
So scenarios in Old World are pretty straightforward. There are some variations to it, but it's typically kill each other by the most efficient means. But there's also, you get extra points, for example, for capturing banners. And if there was like a really important banner, then that's more points as well. And so for the most part though, it's you look at the number of points of the units that you destroyed, whoever got the most is the winner, as long as you win by a certain amount. And so like I've got a banner here, I got a banner here. So these two are capturable. And you got 3 banners that are capturable. But other than that, we're just gonna roll off, and whoever wins the roll off gets to choose who goes first. Okay?
Sounds good.
All right, grab a die. Okay, so it is, you have to go first if you roll higher.
So you have to go first.
Yeah, so that's me. So Tomb Kings, turn 1. So it actually probably is good that we rolled off like that. Just I should point out to the viewer, orange dice, Matthew, black dice, Dave. And that way, as you're watching the dice tray, you'll kind of know who's who. So yeah, you want me to go first anyways, because then you can kind of see how everything works and the phases of the game. So we're going to go through the 4 phases of the game. The first one is the strategy phase.
Strategy phase.
So strategy phase, there's a lot of different things that can happen in the strategy phase, but the main thing that in this game is going to matter will be my spells being cast. Now, not every spell is cast in the strategy phase. Enchantments and hexes are cast. So enchantments usually buff your units, hexes
Debuffs
debuff
the enemy. Okay,
Yes.
cool.
So I have a level 2 wizard.
I love how you're like,
Debuff.
the answer is.
Yes, there you go. So I have a level 2 wizard. I just brought a puny little Lich Priest, not a big level 4. And the levels determine how many spells you know and how powerfully you cast those spells, as you're about to find out. You don't have any wizards because you're Khorne.
I'm okay with this.
You're not allowed to have Khorne sorcerers, and
I have a Chaos Lord.
yeah. But it's okay because you get one chance to try to deny my magic.
Ooh.
Because even if you don't have a wizard, you can do that. Everybody actually has that thing. We'll get to that in a second.
Oh, so I'm not special in that regard.
No, you're not special. I'm just getting to there we are, my lore of Nehekera.
Gesundheit.
Yeah, so I've decided to stick with those because it's nice and easy. So my Lich Priest knows 2 spells, Jaff's Incantation of Cursed Blades, and Kassar's Incantation of the Desert Wind, which obviously you understand what those do.
One buffs yourself, one debuffs me.
No, they're both enchantments.
Okay.
It's all about buffing here.
Okay.
Yeah, so the Cursed Blades
Buffing
basically allows him to have a bubble of everybody rerolls 1s to hit. So he's cursing everybody's blades.
Okay.
Okay. So the way we're going to do this is we do simply I roll 2 dice. I add my wizard level. So that's where your wizard level.
Which is level 2?
Yes, makes you more powerful. So if you're level 4 wizard, you'd add 4. Level 2, I add 2. And I'm just trying to get a target number. In this case, it is 7. So I got to roll naturally a 5 or higher, so I can get 7 or higher. So rolling that, I'm going to get a 6, which becomes an 8. So at this point, you get to decide if you want to try to dispel the spell, or unbind, or whatever they call it in this game. Dispel. Thank you.
Do I get to dispel every time you attempt?
No.
So I have to choose between this or potential another one?
If you had wizards, you'd have to be in range to dispel.
Okay, which I don't.
We don't have wizards, and you wouldn't be in range to dispel. But you have 1 fated dispel.
Faded.
So once per turn, you're allowed to try to dispel.
And a turn is you go and I go. That's 1 turn.
No, that's a round.
Oh, okay. So your turn right now, and I'm gonna try to do this. I don't know.
If you
what
want
that
to,
does.
so this
you
is
don't
the
deserve
one.
those cursed blades.
Yeah. So this one curses my blades. The other one's going to make me a little faster.
So what I roll?
You're going to roll 2d6. You're going to add nothing.
Hold on. Is this the one that makes your blades better?
Yes.
I'm not gonna dispel this one
Yeah, that's a good idea because we're
because
not
it's
really.
probably not gonna reach me.
No. Yeah.
Okay, so I
It's
pass.
the next spell that you want to care about.
Yes.
And that one is Kassar's Incantation of the Desert Wind. It basically lets anybody nearby, or somebody nearby, unless they roll really high, it'll be anybody nearby, move a second time.
That's the big buff.
It's a good thing for me because Tomb Kings can't march, and marching is basically running. This allows you to move faster. So this gets me up the field a little faster. So we're gonna roll again. I get to add my 2, and I need a 6+, but if I get a 10+, it's a better version of the self.
I'm so torn. I actually want you to be closer to me.
I've got a 5, which becomes a 7, so I pass. I needed a 6.
And what do I need to roll to dispel this?
You had to roll higher than what I rolled. So you'd have to roll 8 or higher.
8 or
You
higher.
may as well try because I have no more spells for the rest of the round.
7.
7. Corn did not want it, which means that that spell did go off. So now I choose a single friendly unit that's carrying undead, which is my whole army, within his command range. The command range is just their leadership. So I believe his is 7 or 8, but either way, these both are in range. I'm going to choose the Skeleton Warriors. And they're going to get the reserve move special rule, which essentially lets them move at the end of the shooting phase, I believe is what the reserve move is. Yeah, it's my general.
So your command range is your leadership, or less than general that is 12?
Oh, right. Because it's my general, it becomes an automatic 12. So either way, we're in range. So the reserve move will let me move again in the shooting phase.
This is in general, because command range is 12.
Yes, because it's my command. What did I say? Yeah, I said that, didn't I? Because he's my general, my command range is 12. Steve is over there to correct me, so if you hear a little murmuring in the background, that's him talking to the audience, obviously. Dave can hear him just fine. So that's my strategy phase, all done. Now we're gonna go to the movement phase. So every phase is broken down into sub-phases. It sounds complicated until you realize it's just so that you make sure you do things in the right order. So in the movement phase, the very first thing you have to do is declare charges. So I'm not in range to declare charges. So I am done declaring charges. I will declare none.
Okay.
And then we go, I believe it's compulsory moves is next, followed by then the rest of your moves. So they have a nice handy cheat sheet that comes with the game, and that actually goes through all the turns and the sub-phases. So movement phase is declare charges, then you do your charges, then you do your compulsory moves. So if like things are falling back or fleeing, that's a compulsory move. That's one example. And then we do all the remaining moves. And
Let's move.
So I'm just going to jump right to that.
Yes.
It's going to be pretty straightforward for me. Where is my measuring tape? So I'm just going to move. So to move, you look at their movement stat. In the case of this is 4. Skeleton Archers first, they have a movement of 4. So I'm going to do something very straightforward. They're going to move straight forward 4. Now they have open order, which just for now, all you have to know is that means at the end of my move, I can do a free pivot. And a pivot is just the middle stays where it is, and I pivot. So I'm just going to do that. Just to be extra fancy, I'm going to show you what a wheel is, Dave. So a wheel costs part of your movement. So my warriors are going to go 4 inches, but we're going to keep the one corner where it is and move the other corner an inch. Boom. So that's 1 inch of my movement. And then for the last 3 inches, I'm just going to go straight forward. So that's their movement. Let's go to my other flank. I got the chariots. Now chariots are fast. They have a movement of 8. They're not on a movement tray, so I'm just gonna move the first one up. And they also have open order, which means after they move, I can do a free pivot. So I'm just going to pivot like this. So for my Shopti, we'll kind of do a bit of a combo here. They have a movement of 5. So we're gonna go 3 inches, and then I'm going to do a wheel, 2 more inches.
So there's pivoting and wheeling.
Yes.
And as far as I understand, pivoting is you in the center rotate, and wheeling is you pick a side and then
A corner.
A corner. Okay.
Yes. Cool. But the important thing with wheeling is that you have to make sure you kind of measure each inch that you wheel, because it counts towards it, and it's not intuitive if you just wheel really fast how far you've moved.
Okay.
So get your measuring tape in there and be like, there's an inch.
There's an inch. There's another inch.
There's another inch.
Yeah. Whereas the corner is like pinned down.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's a wheel. So these are called maneuvers. So there's pivoting, there's wheeling. There are some other maneuvers as well, but those are your basic ones when you're moving your blocky formations. Lastly, I have my Lich Priest. Now, because he's by his lonesome, he gets the skirmisher rule, which just basically moves. I can move him however I like. So he's got a 4-inch move. He's going to stay safe back here, like the coward he is. Actually, no, I know that we're going to be moving his warriors up a bit, so he's going to go there. The end. So that's my movement phase. Nice and straightforward so far, because we haven't done charges. So we're going to go to the shooting phase.
That wasn't straightforward. You were wheeling and dealing and pivoting and going around corners like crazy, man.
Well, wait till we get to charging. That's when it gets real fun.
I'm excited.
So in the shooting phase, can you guess what we do?
You fire arrows at me like
Yeah.
a Tau player?
I shoot. And in your shooting phase,
I do nothing.
you do nothing.
Good.
Very good, very good. So we're going to start with my skeleton archers. They're going to try to soften up your warriors of chaos. Only my front rank can fire. That's an important thing.
It's 5.
Yes. So they have a ballistic skill of 2, which means they hit on 5s. Now, typically there would be other modifiers like long range if there's cover, but Tomb Kings ignore all modifiers.
Naturally.
Yeah, so they just hit on 5s. Nice and easy. Ooh, we got 3 solid hits. Now I'm strength 3 and you're toughness 4. There's a chart you look up. That tells me I wound you on 5s. I got 1 wound. I have no armor penetration on these. You've got heavy armor, which is a 5-up save, so you gotta make a 5-up save. Nope, you don't. So you lose one of your warriors. So you have to take him from the back.
Must take him from the back.
Yes, and from one of the sides. So essentially, yeah, you lose guys from the back first. All right, managed to kill one. I'm not unhappy about that. We got the chariots on the other side. They've got 6 dudes with bows, and they're going to fire them into the same guys. Soften them up even more. So I've got 6 shots, same thing, 5s to hit. Only 1 hits, and 5s to wound. Ooh, it's a wound again, and you've got your heavy armor of a 5-up save.
5-up save, yeah!
Oh! I really wanted to kill another one. Okay, all the shooting's done, because I don't have any spells that shoot. If I did, I would do those in the shooting phase. And the last thing I can do is something called reserve moves. So I gave reserve moves to these guys with the spell during my strategy phase.
So they move extra.
So they just get to move right now, basically. Okay. And my chariots naturally have reserve moves.
Really?
Yeah, so they're extra fast because they can move, shoot, and then move again.
That kind of makes sense.
Nice and simple, just like in the movement phase, except in this case, they're just going to move forward 4 inches. Okay, so I'm going to do the chariots as well. I'm going to be careful not to get in charge range, which is just, in your case, about 10 inches. So they're just going to move forward a little bit and then pivot, kind of just ready to charge whoever comes too close. And that's my turn, because obviously we don't have any fighting to do quite yet. You'll find that for Old World, the first turn is often a maneuvering, right?
Yeah.
And it's very important. So you'll notice, for example, that I've purposely positioned, I'll tell you my strategy, I'm purposely positioning my skeleton warriors first so that you charge into them eventually. And then I'll have guys ready, well, not the archers, to charge you in your flanks.
Counterattack.
Yes, yeah. So that's the idea, but you're pretty beefy, so you might just like chew right through them before I have a chance to countercharge.
I'll tell you my strategy.
Charge!
Yeah, corn forward.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's what you should do.
Good.
So that's the end of Tomb Kings, turn 1. So your turn's gonna be pretty straightforward. I know we want to learn the Old World, but
Like literally straightforward?
yeah, it's gonna be like almost perfectly straightforward. So let's do the strategy phase. Are you ready?
Ready.
Set,
Go.
done. Good, you're done the strategy phase. We just went through 4 sub-phases. Like that.
That was fast.
Wasn't that fast?
This game is
you
awesome.
are so good at this game.
Thank you.
Yes. So the strategy phase would be when you cast certain kinds of spells.
But I'm not because I'm corn.
Yeah, you do some, if you had like character abilities, you would
If I
do
did,
those.
which I don't.
You don't. So nice and easy. So let's go to the movement phase.
Movement.
So the beginning of the movement phase, do you remember the first thing you're supposed to do?
I'm supposed to charge if I can.
Declare charges.
Okay, yeah,
That's right. Now, your entire army has a special rule called Frenzy.
All right.
Because I gave them the mark of corn.
Uh-huh.
You paid for it, you paid points for it.
Naturally.
That does 2 things. Gives them all +1 attack, which is a big deal, as you're going to find out.
Sounds like a big deal.
But it also means that if they are in charge range, they must declare a charge.
Yes, they must.
Which I don't think you would have a problem with anyways.
No problem.
But
no problem.
Yeah. So
yeah, pull my. You know what? No. I protest.
Yeah. So maximum charge range is your movement +6, and we'll talk about why that is in a second. And you're not in charge range.
Doesn't look like I am. A little sad about this.
Yeah. So no charges.
Okay.
So then we go to compulsory moves. You have none of those. So now we just go to reserve move or regular moves. Nice and easy.
Okay. Marauders will move forward. So I'm
marching.
okay.
So
marching.
Double their move.
Yes, I want to get as fast as up there as possible.
All right. So they can move up to 8 inches, and you can wheel as much as you like, as long as you have the movement to do so.
I am just simply going to do that.
Embrace the inevitable.
Embracing the inevitable, right? I'm going to run underneath your chariot hooves.
That's right, the hooves. Now you're Chaos Warriors.
So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to wheel a little bit. So I'll go forward 2. And then I'm going to pin this down because that's how we do it. And then I'm going to go forward an inch here. This is interesting. So it's like that, right? And then I'll wheel a little bit more, so another inch. So I've moved 4 so far. I think I got that right.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, good. And then that's only 4. So I'll go forward another 2. Okay. And then, yeah, you know what? Let's go this way. Let's wheel this way. So I'm going to pin this corner down and move an inch. Okay, and then I'll move another inch. Bang.
Bingo. Bing pot.
My ogres are going to back up my warriors. That's the plan there. So I'm going to start by wheeling and dealing here. Okay, so 1 and then 2. Whoop. And they move 6, which when they march is double this 12?
That's correct. So
Okay.
they still have 10 more inches. And you can ignore these trees because they're less than 2 inches wide. So that we could just move them out of the way if you need to.
I'm in the middle of the trees. So I'll go right
You're one
there.
with the trees.
One with the trees, man. That's it. I'll just do
Okay. All right, your movement's done. So let's go to the shooting phase. Done.
it. Done.
And we don't have any fights to do. So that is your turn. So you've brought yourself in. So we kind of look right here. You're getting ready. We're going to be ignoring this tree. So I am in charge range of the ogres, but that's kind of scary. Obviously, I'm in charge range of them as well. I might be able to charge over there, but you put me in a tricky spot where I'm going to have to engage somewhere or risk you just running me down.
Are you saying you must?
I don't
How I must?
No, I have no must.
You have no must.
No must.
Okay.
I can do whatever I want.
I got enough must for the both of us?
Yes, you got enough musts. I don't follow some weird chaos god. I'm a skeleton. I'm a skeleton. So let's go to my turn. Okay, my turn too. I've made some mistakes, Dave, in my life.
Okay, well, there is forgiveness.
Yes, yeah. So
The shedding of blood.
the first mistake was my Lich Priest. I just chose 2 signature spells, but I was supposed to roll for my spells, and then I could replace one of those spells. So I
Right.
couldn't have those 2 spells. So we're going to keep the one that we used already, the reserve move one, because I've benefited from it. Even though I want the other one.
I love how honest you are.
Yeah. No, I know. I got it because people have already left comments.
That's
They've
fine.
already left comments.
From my
and that's fine.
perspective, it's all magic. It's all good.
Yeah.
It all washes away.
So I rolled in the lore of necromancy, and I decided to keep, I think it's called Spiritual Vortex. So we'll see how vortexes work if I manage to roll properly in the shooting phases, you'll see. So the other thing, too, is I have a Scorpion in reserve. So I've got to roll to see.
The rock, yeah.
I got to roll to see if that reserve is going to show up. It's on a 4+. So it will, but at the same time, I don't really want it to show up with this normal ambushers rule, which is just to pop on one of the sides of the table. Although that wouldn't be horrible on the back end. Instead, the Lich Priest has a summoning ability where it can be like,
course he does.
arise from the ground. But I got to pass a command check or a leadership check, which is leadership 7. So I have to roll 7 or less on 2 dice, which I fail.
Okay.
So he's just going to come in using the normal ambushers rule.
No one tells the rock where to go, man.
Yeah, no. So we'll see. Maybe he'll be popping up in the back.
Is this done randomly now? To see which table edge he can
No. It's in the compulsory move, so it's after charges.
Something he must do.
Yeah. It's something I have to. He has to arrive now, and that.
Is
Oh
your
no! I
trophy?
got my other spell.
All right, your
To
second
give-
one.
to give reserve moves. No, I got. This will be my first one. That wasn't a spell. That was like a.
It felt like a spell to me.
Yeah. So, anyways, I got to roll. Not that. We rolled a double 1. That's a miscast, baby. Oh boy.
What does a miscast mean?
Oh, this could be bad.
What does it mean?
This could be horribly bad. So miscast is, well, it's as bad as it sounds. I'm tapping into the magical winds, and they decided to do something bad to me, most likely. So I'm going to roll 2 dice. I've got a miscast table right here.
Ooh.
The lower I roll, the worse it is.
Okay.
If I roll high enough, it can actually be okay for me. I can still cast a spell.
Right.
So I just don't want to roll really low because my Lich Priest is very important. Like, incredibly. I'm stalling on purpose.
It shows you. We're bringing magic to a corn battle.
Here we go. You
Okay,
ready?
Right.
Okay, 10's good. Power drain with a deafening boom. Boom! You're welcome, viewers, especially those with the headphones. The summoned magic is unleashed, and then an unnatural calm descends. The spell is cast with a perfect invocation, which means you can't stop it. However, I cannot attempt to cast any more spells for the remainder of the current turn. So I can't do that magical vortex that I was going to do.
Oh, were you going to try to do that?
Oh yeah, and it would have really hurt you because
Would
it
it have?
has like an aura of your leadership gets debuffed.
Yeah.
And your general can't hear him.
Can't hear.
So they don't get to use his leadership like what everybody else normally does.
Right.
It would have been bad.
It sounds like a good story that will never be told.
So if that's a perfect incantation, that means I still get to cast it. I guess I'll give it to the Ushapti so they get the reserve move. That's the one where they get to move in the shooting phase. So let's go to the movement phase. Very first part of the movement phase, declare charges. So I have to do that first. So I'm going to declare my charges. We're going to start with my chariots. They're going to declare charge into your marauders. That should be easy. The much harder charge is going to be my skeleton warriors into your ogres. We can ignore that tree because it's less than 2 inches wide. So we can just pop it off if I make the charge. So But what now you get to decide what your reaction to the charge is.
Okay.
So what you want to choose is flee. So you should be running away.
That doesn't
because
sound
you're
right.
Panicking.
That doesn't sound right.
And you're upset
No
right
way.
now.
That doesn't sound right at all.
No? Okay. Well, there is a second choice.
Well, what's the second one?
Stand, like hold. Sorry. Which is just to receive the charge.
Right.
If you had a bow, you could actually stand and shoot. But fleeing, obviously, that's what you want to do, right? Everybody's going to flee.
No.
He can't.
He can't?
Go frenzy.
Frenzy, you can't flee.
I can't flee with frenzy.
So he has no choice except to hold. Obviously, you shouldn't flee. You should be holding.
Is that not obvious?
In this case, it's obvious that you want to hold.
Right.
Yeah. So you hold.
Because I have to.
Stand and shoot or flee. You have no guns and you have frenzy. So I guess
I can't flee.
Yeah.
So I have to stand and hold.
Nice and easy.
Okay.
I got verbose to be funny, and it turned out it wasn't. All right. So let's resolve this charge first. Chariot. So the way that we do a charge is I roll 2 dice. I take the highest. So that's a 4. Now chariots have swift stride, which just
Swift stride?
yes, which lets me roll an extra d6 on top of that. So we're going 10 plus my movement of 8, so 18 inches. So obviously that's a successful charge. I don't even have to measure that one. But I could have, maybe if I had thought of it, charged maybe way over there.
Do you have to charge what you declared you're going to charge?
Yes. All right, so I'm going to do 1 wheel. So you get 1 wheel as part of the charge. You try to line it up as best as you can. And then I'm just going to move. I obviously don't have to worry about measuring this. Now, once I hit, you'll notice that we're not lined up. And so I just align. Boom, charge. Okay, next we're going to be charging with my skeleton warriors into the Chaos Ogres. It's going to be a harder charge. I need to get a 6 on one of these 2 dice. I got a 4. So I failed a charge. So what I have to do then is move the distance of the higher of those 2 dice.
Okay.
And I have to move the full 4 inches. And I need to move as if I'm charging towards you. So what I'm going to
You have no choice. You have to.
That's right. So it's a failed charge. So I started it and didn't quite make it. And so I lost kind of the impetuousness of it. And that's where I stop.
You know what? I like that.
Yeah. Going to the compulsory moves part of the movement phase now. I've got my ambusher arriving. So I'm going to come all the way around because ambushers can show up from any table edge they want, as long as they are more than 8 inches away from the enemy. So there we go. Scorpion shows up. So now we have the remaining moves, so I can move the Scorpion and everybody else who hasn't moved. So the Skeleton Archers are going to stay still because if they stay still, half the second rank can actually fire as part of a volley fire. So let's do the rest of my movement. So this is where it gets tricky. My Shopti are going to move, but not too far, because I'm trying to plan, because you're about to charge, you might flank, or maybe not.
I have frenzy. I don't have a choice.
I know, but it's where you're going in and whether you make it.
Oh, I have choices over that?
Yeah,
Yeah, because I want side flank right there.
yeah. My Lich Priest, this is actually dangerous. He's gonna come over here. Because when you charge, if you destroy everything, which you probably won't right away, you could overrun and then hit him. And that would be bad. So he's gonna hide.
I like how I'm learning using your fear.
Yeah, yeah. Tomb Scorpion is gonna move. I cannot charge with the Tomb Scorpion, obviously, because we're way past that. Shooting phase, we're gonna volley fire with my skeletons, which means half the second rank, round it up, get to fire. So we got 8 in total. We're gonna fire at the Warriors of Chaos again. Wanna soften them up. Hitting on 5s, because I ignore all the modifiers. Oh, that's not bad, I got 4 hits. Wounding on 5s. We got 2 wounds, and you've got a 5-up armor.
5-up armor!
You wanna re-roll that one? There you go, you made 1. So 1 dude dies.
Does it have to be from one of the sides, or could I go here?
It would have to be that guy next.
Have to be this guy next.
Right? Right, Steve?
Yep.
Yeah. Into the combat phase, we only have 1 to do, but I get to choose the order, so I'll choose the one that we have. So it'll be the Chariots versus the Marauders. So before we get into any fighting, we have challenges. If you remember back in 7th edition 40K. Yeah, challenges, which were, the most loved and hated thing of that edition, probably.
As a champion of chaos, you must accept.
Well, you don't have to, but I am going to issue one for fun. Even
Yes,
though
I say yes.
Yes, okay.
I don't even care where it is. Where is it?
So my champion on your champion. So basically,
Marauder champion, Chariot champion.
That includes all my impact hits. That means I'm literally going to ride down your stupid champion. Now, if I overkill him, that all counts towards combat resolution up to a maximum of 5. So I'm just going to wail on his dead body and make the rest of them second guess whether they should be here.
You're assuming you're gonna win.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's watch what happens. So first off, let's do impact attacks. So they're D3 each at initiative 10. So we're going to go down through initiative. Start at initiative 10, that's impact hits.
Ooh, okay.
So I'll do the one on the champion first. You don't get to roll anything.
I'm just doing this for comfort.
3 automatic hits at strength 4. So that'll be 3s to wound on your champion. 3 wounds on your champion. You've got light armor and a shield. So 6 up for light armor.
Yes.
Then we go to a 5 up for the shield. So get
Okay.
3 5-up saves. If he stays alive, like it's oh, he makes 1 of them. So he's already dead. So we'll just lie him down. And we'll just put him right there.
Worth it! Worth it!
And he's not just died, but he got overkilled by 1. So I'm gonna put a little die there to keep track. Because I still get to do all the rest of my attacks on him.
Are you sawing a body part? What is this?
I'm like, what are you coming to fight us for? Anyways, so let's do my other impact attacks. So these are 2d3 against the rest of your units. We got 4 of them, which will also be wounding on 3s. We got 3 more, and you get 5-up saves against these.
And how many is that? 3?
3 of them, yeah.
Okay, 5-up saves. Blood for the boss!
So 2 more guys die. So you can pull from the back.
Which I must.
And yeah, and
From one direction, yes, I know.
Yes,
I remember
yes.
the
And we should actually-
combat resolution. I'll keep them out on the battlefield.
we should actually replace the dude up front.
Should.
Yeah. and
But
we'll-
are we?
You're supposed to, yeah.
You're supposed
Yeah,
to.
and I can get him in there. Watch. There we go. Look at this.
Won't matter in a half a second.
Yeah. Okay, so now we go down to initiative. At this point, it'll be initiative
Matt,
5.
I'm so happy. I know I'm dying.
Well, these
but
guys
I'm
are dying.
so happy.
These guys are dying.
Oh.
You'll get your retribution. So I'm gonna have my champion just keep beating the dead corpse of your champion, and so
And it's really bony fist. There's like.
no, he's got a spear. So I just like so I get 3
even worse.
attacks with the spear, hit on 4s, on 1 hits,
Oh.
strength 4 on the spear, so 3s to wound. Oh,
Oh.
he's already dead.
Oh.
The horses, the horses.
Mixing in with the
There's
ground.
the horses are 4s to hit and 3s to wound, or 4s to wound. 4s to wound. They're only strength 3.
Wow, so that's not, they're like.
So I only overkilled him by 1, so that's not as much as I thought.
Huh.
So then the spears from the rest of my dudes, they're going to be hitting on
Okay,
4s
There's more guys.
and wounding on 3s because they're spears, so they're strength 4 on the charge.
This is pretty good.
So those 3 of them at AP -1. So
okay,
3
so
6-ups.
6-ups.
Yeah. Go for it.
Because there's shield plus there's a frenzy. I don't know.
No, they have light armor.
Light armor. It gives actually as a t-shirt save.
Right.
Okay, got it. So 3, 6-up. Nothing.
No, so 3 more die. So finish off that back rank and start taking from the next rank. And then we got 4 more horsies, and they're going to be hitting on 4s as well. But they're only strength 3, so it's 4s to wound. We got 2 more wounds at your 5-up save.
All right. Well, we're gonna block some of these. We're gonna not.
Nope, 2 more die.
Both dead. Okay. Oh, that guy has a nice like.
Then swap them.
Okay, then
Doesn't
I'm
really
gonna,
matter.
I'm gonna swap him. But it
Just
matters
move
to
over.
him though.
Move over.
Okay. He.
Move over.
His mom gave it to him.
Okay, so I want to explain step up. So
Step up.
Yeah, so this is why you're not going to be able to fight me back. So even though you pulled from the back, it was your front guys dying. And your next rank then steps up. Now you still get the banner and the musician because the guy steps up and picks up the banner and the other one picks up the drum. But anybody who steps up cannot fight. So if I kill at least 5 guys, including the champion, then there's no way for you to fight back. So that's
Eight dudes died.
yeah, and
I
you don't
think-
even get to reply.
But Korn wants it because 8
You
dudes
will.
died.
On the next turn, my initiative will drop, unless you're about to run away. So we're going to do a break test now. So let's get to that. I've got to tell you how break tests work.
Gotta. All right. Let me hear. it.
Yeah, and no, let me warm up first, because break tests are not complicated,
Okay.
and yet for some reason I can't figure out how to tell somebody about break tests and it not sound complicated. So essentially, this is the test now that we have to make to see the results of this combat. So there's a few different things that can happen now. You can be fine, and then you'll just back up 2 inches. So in other words, you're resolute. You're like, yeah, that hurt, but so what? I'm going to stay. You still would back up 2 inches. You could have a draw.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm already doing it wrong.
Why don't you come to your combat result first?
Why don't we what?
Come to your combat result first.
Yeah, let's do combat result first. Because you can 2 inches. Oh yeah, let's fall back in good order. There's one more.
Give ground, fall back into
Yeah, it says give ground, which is just falling back 2 inches. That's the best situation for you when you lost the combat, because you've lost combat as you're about to find out. Or you can flee, and I can try to run you down, or you can fall back in good order. So here we go. Here we go. Tell me your leadership first off. I think it's 7. Can you double check that for me?
6 because my champion's dead.
Yeah. The champion would have given you 7. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. All right, we're gonna visualize this. I'm cheating because Steve said this is the best way he's heard. So we're going to put a 6 right here. Okay, I want you to picture a sliding scale right here. Okay, so that's 6. No, it's just, let me explain. This is as high as you can roll for leadership, which is double 6. That's bad.
Okay, all right. Okay.
See, and this is down to the 6, and this is the best you can roll, which is a double 1. Okay, all right?
Okay.
So we're going to calculate combat resolution first. So combat resolution is just how much did the loser lose by. So we'll do a few things.
Unless there's a draw.
Yeah, it could be a draw.
Right.
It could be a draw. In this case, it's definitely not
Definitely
a draw.
not.
So we look at, I'll go first. I'm going to calculate how many points I got. So the first thing I can do, nice and easy, is how many dudes did I kill? So we've got...
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Yeah, so I got 8 I killed.
8. Yeah, easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Plus I get the overkill for your champion. Plus I have a banner. Okay, banner gives you a point.
Auto adds 1.
Yeah. And I'm open order, so I don't get to add close order. So Steve, is it correct in me saying that I have 10 points? I killed 8 dudes, I overkilled the champion, and I have a banner.
Yeah.
Okay? All right, so I have 10 points.
With you so far.
So now you get to calculate yours. So you have a banner.
Oh, okay, yes I do.
You have an extra rank filled.
I do.
And you are a closed order formation, which makes you more efficient at fighting. Remember how I could pivot for free? That's because I'm open order. In other words, I'm not all formed up.
You don't have a movement tray.
I could, but that's not what it is.
Okay.
It's more just like your open order or closed order, or your skirmishers, which you're not even, those ones don't have movement trays. And so you get a point for banner, a point for second rank, because that's the only one that's filled.
Closed order, that's 3.
And closed order, that's 3. That's it, because you didn't kill anything of mine.
So yours is 10 minus 3, that's 7.
So I got 10, you got 3.
Disparity of 7.
So I win by 7.
Win by 7. What does that mean now?
So if we look at this right here, okay?
Yes.
Let's say I won by 3. No, don't, no, Steve, back off. I'm gonna do it.
He's got higher leadership than what you're gonna show off.
Yeah, he's got a 6.
He's got Warband.
What's Warband do?
So he's not his rank bonus to his leadership, but he goes back up to 7. So it's gonna adjust your chart.
Oh, okay. So you count
You
as,
can't hear me.
so you're gonna count as leadership 7 because apparently you have Warband, which the extra rank makes your leadership higher. So your leadership is actually 7, okay? But you still lost by 7. So let's say you only lost
So
by...
I'm at 0?
No, you're not. We're not modifying your leadership with this. This is important.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm at 7.
So, but let's say that you only lost by 3.
Why?
So,
Well, I lost by 7.
Because of 7 brings us down below this, and it ruins my demonstration. So let's say you lost
Fair
by
enough.
3. So 7 minus 3 is 4. So we put the 4 there. Okay. You're gonna roll. You're gonna roll 2d6, and where it falls. Do you see how we have 3 spots now?
So far, yes.
Yeah, that's it. That's all we're gonna have. You have your unmodified leadership,
Yep.
or sorry, your leadership, whatever it's modified by. You've got as high as you can roll.
Yes.
You got as low as you can roll, and then you have the modified leadership by the combat result. So we're saying that you lost by 3, even though you lost by 7, just so I can show you this. So when you roll 2 dice, if you roll 7 down to 4, you got in here.
Yes.
If you roll below 4, you're in here. And if you
Yes.
roll above 7, you're in here.
Fair enough.
Rolling above 7 is bad. This is where you just break and run away.
Yeah.
Right here, you run away, but you're okay. And right here, that's where you're like, I don't really care what happened. Okay, now forget everything I just said. Okay?
Done.
All right. So your leadership is 7.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna try to roll 7 or less.
Okay.
Okay? Nice and simple. If
far.
If you fail that, you're gonna break. I'm gonna try to run you down and kill everybody.
Okay.
If you pass it, then we're gonna have to check something else. So go
Okay.
ahead, roll, see if you get 7 or less. Oh, go. You rolled a 7. Okay. So you rolled 7 or less. So you're not breaking.
I'm not breaking.
Yeah. But now
Okay.
we gotta check to see if you made your modified leadership. So your leadership is 7. You lost by 7, which brings it down to 0.
0.
And so you did not pass that one. You would need a double 1. Double 1's always a pass.
Okay.
Okay, so I was saying before, like if we pretend that you lost by 3, if you rolled 4 or less, then you would have still done okay. So you roll first, you get your leadership or less. If you didn't, well, you break. Nice and easy. If you do it
broken.
though,
We are broken.
yeah, no, you're not broken. You made it.
We're broken.
You're not.
But we feel broken.
But you got the 7.
Okay.
But you didn't get the double 1.
We did not.
So you're going to fall back in good order.
In good order now.
Yes. So there's 3 ways that you fall back. You give ground, it's just you move 2 inches back. That's if you did really well. You roll a double 1 in this case.
Which I didn't.
Breaking is you'd roll to see how far you run away, and then I can choose to try to run you down, and if I get to you, you're dead.
And we're definitely broken.
You're not. You made your 7.
But we feel broken, Matt.
You're going to fall back in good order. So what that means is you're going to run away, but then turn back and face me. But you have a once per game ability with Shield Wall, the Marauders,
Shield Wall.
where they can say, nah, we're not doing that. We're just going to give ground, as if we rolled a double 1. So would you like to do that?
Yes.
Okay. So give ground is just move 2 inches back. So go ahead, clear your dead bodies, move 2 inches back, and then I can choose to restrain, which I have to pass a leadership check, or I can just move the 2 inches and re-engage, which is what I'm going to do. Because I don't want to give you a charge.
Get back here, Banner.
So I'm
Do I get a new champion? Can
Nope.
I elect a new one?
Nope, he's dead. No more champions for you. But you do lose Frenzy because you lost combat, so you lost your extra attack, unfortunately.
Because Frenzy gives you an extra attack in addition to you have to charge.
Right, but you've lost that now. So
But I never got to use it.
no, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
You're dead.
So I lost something I never used.
Okay, that's my turn. As you don't get to fight back because that combat's totally done, and there's no other combats to be had. So that is the end of Tomb King's turn 2. Okay, it's your turn. So,
Charge.
once again, strategy phase is pretty fast because you
Yes.
don't have anybody fleeing. This is where you would actually rally fleeing. So if these guys had started to flee and I didn't catch them,
Then I would say, get over here.
exactly. And we did make one mistake I want to point out. We should have used your general's leadership over on your Marauders because he's within 12 inches and that's the command range of your general.
Any general?
General,
Yeah.
in general, generals have a command general range of generally 12 inches.
Generally speaking.
Yeah. Everybody else's command range is whatever their leadership is. So if their leadership's 7, it's 7 inches.
Variable.
Yeah. But it didn't matter because of what you rolled, so it had no effect on the game. Just wanted to point that out.
Okay.
So now we go into the movement phase where you must declare charges because you have frenzy,
Frenzy.
on your remaining 2 units. The Marauders lost it, but they're in combat anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Done.
So we did this off screen, but we'll do it for the purpose of the viewers. By the way, you can buy this wonderful widget that you're seeing right now, top down.
MiniWarGamingForge.com?
MiniWargamingForge.com. It'll even be printed in color for you, so you don't have to paint it.
What is this thing?
This is your vision arc.
Vision arc.
Yes, so in order to be able to charge,
Okay.
you have to be able to see the target in your front arc. Your front arc is simply 45 degrees out of the 2 corners. This is
Okay.
a nice, easy way to do it.
Yeah.
So that you can see this line extends and it does clip, just barely, but it does clip the chariots. So if you want, you can declare charge against them.
Yes.
Or you can declare charge against my skeleton
I want to do
warriors.
them.
Okay, my only option is to hold because I'm already in combat.
Okay.
So I can't flee or stand and shoot. What about your Chaos
Forwards.
Ogres?
Skeleton Warriors.
They will also hold, I will not flee.
Awesome.
So that's
Why not? Why not? Why aren't you running away?
I'm skeletons, I don't care.
Okay.
And so now we can do the charges. Which one do you want to do first?
Let's do the Warriors of Chaos.
Warriors of Chaos. Chaos Warriors. You're all Warriors of Chaos.
So
they are
I'm-
Chaos
But they're
Warriors.
Chaos Warriors.
That's right.
So everyone's a Warrior Chaos, but they are Chaos Warriors.
Yes. Now, this is not going to be as easy a charge as it looks because your wheeling is part of the charge.
You mean the charge distance?
Yes. So go ahead, roll your 2 dice.
Uh-huh.
Take the best one. We'll add that to your movement of 4. So that's an 8-inch charge.
8 inch, okay. Sounds very corn.
So this is a bit of a tricky charge. We did everything off camera though, and we should just be in range to do this. So you can wheel as part of your charge, but your job is to try to get as many guys into base contact as you can. So we did it that you can do a 3-inch wheel and then a 5-inch move. And that just barely, so, and we already measured that, so just push it forward. Just barely clips, like, it gets right to there. We'll move this tree, because this tree doesn't count because it's
Now we align
Yes, for free.
for free. Okay.
And the tree can be moved because it's less than 2 inches. Otherwise, it would actually stop you from aligning, and that would become a disordered charge, which is not a good thing.
So one dude.
So 2 of them are in. 2 of them are
Oh,
in.
is it like within base size?
Yeah, and then the rest of these will be able to fight. You'll see.
Okay.
Okay, so now we can go over to your Chaos Ogres. So go ahead and roll their charge. And yeah, they're pretty close. It shouldn't be a problem.
4.
So no, you got a 3. You take
Okay,
the
you take the highest. But my movement's 6, so it's 9?
Yeah, so we're gonna just move this tree. You can just go straight forward. And they do impact attacks, but we're gonna resolve
10.
it at initiative 10. That's right.
Okay.
That's all you're charging.
It's nice.
So you want to start with this fight, Dave?
Absolutely. Let's
There's
do
no
this.
shooting phase. I
No.
should point that out. Okay, so how about a challenge?
Absolutely. I will issue a challenge. My Chaos Lord, which I'm guessing he's part of that, so he'll just go up there.
Yeah, you'll have to swap him with the model. I'll accept the challenge, even though it's a horrible idea. I feel like I just want to see your Chaos Lord kill everything.
Me too. share that.
Because my Shopti are going to come after you after that anyways.
Are they?
Yes.
Bring it.
Okay, going through the initiatives, you do get +3 for charging, so your Chaos Lord, whose rune sword makes him initiative 7,
Ooh, yes.
makes him initiative 10 on the charge.
That's right.
So he gets to go first.
Ooh, like
he
an
goes at the
impact?
same time as impact hits.
Yes,
That's
an
how
impact.
that's how hard he hits. So he's got 5 attacks.
Yes, he does.
He's weapon skill 8 thanks to his rune sword. I'm only weapon skill 3, so you more than double me, which means you hit me on 2s. Just don't roll. Oh, it's 1-1. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Your strength 6, thanks to your rune sword, versus my toughness 4, which means you wound me on 2s.
Ooh.
It's old school.
Come on. Oh.
We got 3 wounds. Okay, I've got a 5-up save. You're -1 AP with your rune sword, so 6 up. Oh! 1 damage each. I have 3 wounds, which means I have 1 wound left on my champion.
Ooh.
So you failed to kill me.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, that's fine though, because now your Chaos Warriors get to go. Or you start? Yes, your Chaos Warriors. I was about to say, sorry, they're Warriors of Chaos.
Hold on 1 second. We brushed over that.
What?
So you're going to survive.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you back.
And he's going to go around and say, hey, him.
Oh no.
Him.
They're not allowed to attack the champion. No, that's not honorable. And Khorne wants honor.
That's exactly what's happening.
Exactly. So he does not
He's
want
not
them.
going anywhere.
Yeah, we're not fighting the champion. They're gonna fight everybody else. So here's how it works. So, you get 1 more attack. I
Why?
forgot. Frenzy gives you another attack.
Does it?
Yeah. So
Okay.
hit on 2s.
Okay.
Wound on 2s.
Yes. We're not twos.
6-up save. Oh,
Yeah!
you got him. You got him. I totally forgot about Frenzy.
Get over here.
Okay, so technically we remove this dude.
And then you slide over?
So no, and the reason, normally I would have to remove from the other side, but because you specifically killed my champion, I have to remove the champion model.
Ah.
But normally I'd move. So now that you're no longer in base,
Yes.
the rule is, and we just read this, is that you take the shortest distance possible to re-engage.
Dang.
Okay, so now we're basically back to where we started.
It's like Tetris.
So your guys are frenzied, so they have an extra attack each.
Okay.
But only the guy in base contact gets all of his attacks. Everybody else in that rank, we call that the fighting rank, they only get 1 attack each.
And everyone can fight?
Yeah, not the ones in the other ranks.
No, in the front rank, in the fighting rank.
It's called a fighting rank.
Fighting
It's
rank.
important that's not the front rank, because your fighting rank might be your side if you're fighting somebody charging on your side.
And that becomes
And
the
you can have more than 1 fighting rank.
Yes.
It's wherever you're engaged. Like, for example, my chariots, if they were too deep, my front rank would be a fighting rank and my side rank would be a fighting rank because you've engaged.
Yeah, so you can have more than 1 fighting rank.
Right. So any model in the fighting rank always gets to fight, but only those in base contact get all of their attacks.
Get all of their attacks. Otherwise, it defaults to
1.
1.
Yeah. So let's look that up and get those numbers ready. So,
So-
you looked it up.
Yes.
Walk us through how many attacks you have.
All right, see if I understand this. Because my champion there is in base contact, and he's a champion, he gets 2 attacks, and he gets frenzied attack.
So 3.
And he has 2 weapons, so he's getting another one. So 4 in total.
That's right.
Okay, base contact, all attacks. Now in this fighting rank, which in this case is the front right now, there's 3 extra warriors, but they're not in base contact, so they get 1 attack each, bringing us to 7 in total.
Correct.
Okay.
All right. There's a little side note because behind the cameras, Josh pointed something out. My whole army causes fear. But in this case, since your whole army is frenzied, they don't care about fear.
What if they're not frenzied?
Then they would have to pass a leadership check in order to be able to charge me.
Okay. Is that it?
That's it. That's it. Unless they're bigger than me, unless they have like a bigger unit than me.
So because they're frenzied, basically immune
Don't care.
to fear.
Your Marauders are no longer immune to fear, but they're already in combat, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, okay.
So let's do your attacks.
I agree. Weapon skill 5,
Versus 3, so you hit on 3s.
hitting on 3.
Oh, Ugh, what
only
was
3
that?
hits.
You're strength 4 though, so you're wounding me on 4s.
Winning of 4s. That's 3.
3 of them, okay.
Okay.
And now they
Balances.
are ensorcelled weapons, so they're AP -1. So I got a 6-up save. Oh, you
Ooh.
killed another chariot.
Nice, because of 3 wounds.
Yes. Okay, so 3 wounds is enough to kill a chariot.
Die, Chariot!
I'll have to take the one over here because it's not on base contact. Also, the banner has to be the last to die anyways.
Okay.
So that's good for me. So that sucked. You hurt me pretty bad there, Dave.
I enjoyed it.
You hurt my feelings.
I'm okay with that. I'm
So
okay.
we're going to keep going now. We're going to keep dropping initiative.
Let's do it.
And we're going to get down to, let's check the initiative of your Marauders versus my Chariot.
Initiative 3.
Oh, then you're before me.
Okay. So now with the Marauders, now we know I'm going to attack you first.
With your Boston accent?
Yes. By the harbor.
By the harbor, okay.
Got your Chariot. Okay, so there's the first rank there, the fighting rank attacks. They only have 1 attack each. and there's no like double weapons, and they're
No champion.
They're not frenzied.
Not anymore.
Not right now. So look at that. So there's one.
Imagine if they were though.
That'd be awesome.
Attack at each.
Yes.
It could be really good.
It would be 10 instead of 5 that I get right now.
Not quite, because 2 of them aren't in base contact, so they wouldn't get.
I
to the
suppose
2
that's
attacks.
fair. Yeah. So it'd be 8, and Corden would want that. But I'm gonna roll to hit you on weapon skill 4.
Yeah, so 3s to hit, because I'm
Threes
only
to-
weapon skill 3. Oh, not
4.
bad.
Okay, that's pretty good. Pretty
You
good.
need 5s to wound though.
5s to wound. 2.
2 wounds, not enough to kill me. 5 up saves, but enough
Oh.
to seriously injure me down to 1 wound.
Wow.
Okay, so I still get to go. I have no idea where I should direct my attacks.
Corn cares not.
Yeah, because I'm losing this combat no matter what. You've already done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wounds.
Nice.
And you have me flanked. And you've got all sorts of rank bonuses. I have lost this, so I'm going to crumble no matter what, which means I'm going to die. So who do I care to do damage to? So obviously then we're going to put it into your Chaos Warriors because they're the bigger threat. So nice and simple.
Strategies.
Yeah, my banner dude, there's 2 guys on there. So we're going to do, actually I can do all my attacks together because I didn't charge, so I don't get the extra strength. So I'm going to be hitting you on 4s.
Ooh.
And wounding you on, are you toughness 4? So 5s.
I'm toughness. Oh, yeah, 4.
Yeah, so 1 wound, you get your 5 up save.
No.
Kill a guy. That'll help a little. So,
Skulls, full of skull throw.
yeah, they don't care, right?
And we keep it there for the combat resolution?
Yeah, why not?
Just why
I took
not?
my guys away, but they were big and clunky and in the way.
Okay.
Okay, so let's do the break test.
This is the break test.
Yeah, this is great. This
You want
is
to see if
great.
I remember from previous
Well, actually, okay, so this is easier. I'm immune to that. I'm unbreakable,
Okay, so you don't have to do anything.
but I'm unstable. So when we calculate combat resolution, whatever you beat me by, I take that many extra wounds.
Right, that's what you explained before.
Right, except that my chariots have. Oh, I had regeneration. I totally forgot about that.
Was that during the round that it actually affects things?
So hold on.
Is it like per chariot?
It's per wound, but it still counts towards combat resolution. So here's the champions. So the champion would still be alive,
Oh, man.
and then here's the other dude.
Oh, no. Oh,
2 more, so he'd be at full. But those still count towards combat resolution.
So
So-
there would be 1 more chariot there. still.
Yes, but don't worry, he's going to crumble. So I'm just going to push
Which chariot?
the one that was the champion. So we're going to push your guys back.
Okay, so yes.
So there we go. So my champion has 1 attack left, or what? So I'm going to do his attacks into your Chaos Lord really, really
Oh,
quickly.
because he gets to attack back before.
Because he didn't die. Because of regeneration.
Die, he would have done more attack.
Yes.
I see.
So nice and easy. Nice and
Nietzsche's
easy.
reversing time.
Yes. So we've got he's got 3 attacks plus his. Yeah, this is not going to go well.
No.
I'm going to be hitting on 5s.
Yeah.
Well, I got 1
Ah,
hit
that's
and wounding on. Oh yeah, that's a wound. So that's a wound. You've got a 3 up save.
Really?
Yeah.
Which I failed.
But you've got a 5 up chaos armor ward save. So you,
Wow.
so you get a 5 up save. right now.
Another one.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Which you
No,
failed as
I
well.
still failed.
So you just take 1 wound.
It equals a 5.
So it takes 1 wound. I don't know how many wounds he started with, but he's down 1 wound.
Who takes a wound?
You're Chaos Lord.
My Chaos Lord, because he came back from time, was resurrected.
So just double check how many wounds he has. I'm going to put him down to 3, but he might have had more or less. How many did he start with there,
He
Dave?
had 3 wounds.
So
no,
it's-
wait, hold on.
He started with 3?
Sorry.
The top Chaos Lord.
Chaos Lord is 4 wounds.
So he's down to 3, so I was right.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so now let's calculate combat resolution. So here's the fun part. Those 3 wounds that I regenerated, they still count towards combat resolution.
Okay, so it's not like it's all for nothing.
Right.
And it didn't happen.
Right. So you killed, so if you're looking at yours, you did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Well, hold on.
6, 7, 8 wounds to me.
Yes, because it was 1 chariot, 2 chariot, and 2 more wounds from another chariot.
Exactly.
Therefore, 8.
8.
Okay.
You've got a banner.
Oh, right,
Okay.
because that adds 1.
Yeah.
So, no, you do too.
We'll get to mine. We're just
Oh,
doing
we're
yours.
still
We're just doing
calculating.
yours. You're at 9. You've got an extra rank on your Chaos Warriors.
And the Marauders?
You got an extra rank on the Marauders.
Nice.
You flanked me.
I did.
So you're up to 12. Okay? I did 1 wound. Oh, sorry. And you are a closed order
Wait.
formation.
This is new. I flanked you, so you get an extra 1 for flanking?
Yeah. And you get 2 if it's a rear charge.
What if it was like another one, just another bonus for flanking? Is there ever like a 4-way, like every...
Yeah, you could, but you still... If
You get a
if
bonus
you're
for
flank-
everyone?
I don't
In addition
remember.
to the first?
I don't remember.
Okay.
It doesn't come up very often.
I guess.
So you're at 13. I got a banner, so I'm just going to subtract it.
Banner.
And I killed one of your dudes. So I lost by 11. I'm unbreakable, so I don't have to make a break test, thankfully. But I am unstable, so whatever I lose by, I take that many wounds.
So you just lost by 11, you said?
Yeah, so I take 11 wounds. So you destroyed the rest of my chariots.
Hold on. Is this the same across the entire army?
For all the Tomb Kings, yes. So you're about to see the same thing happen to my Skeleton Warriors, except they might not all die as easily because there's a lot of them. So you're gonna have to do a lot of damage all at once. Go ahead and take away your... Oh no, there was one more, so I only lose 10 wounds, not 11.
No, oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
all right.
Okay, so we got an interesting situation here. You wiped out the unit before the break test, and I double-checked everything, and the unstable, the extra wounds I lost, those do happen before break tests.
So you're completely wiped out the board right now.
Right, and so typically when you wipe out a unit, you can test to reform rather than running them down. But these guys are frenzied, so they can't do that. So they're gonna run them down.
Oh, of course they're gonna run
They're gonna run over their bones.
Yes.
So just roll 2d6, and that's how far forward they have to go, which is worked well for you because... What'd you roll? What'd you roll?
rolled 3.
3? That might be enough. You want to get out of the front arc of these guys. So move them 3 inches straight forward.
Okay, all right, and this is 3.
There you go. You got a MiniWarGaming measuring thing that you can get at miniwargamingforge.com. Oh, I think you didn't do it.
Uh-oh.
Don't think you did it. Oh, yeah, I can get them. It'll even be a rear charge. That's the best part.
Isn't that what Korn wants, though?
You want to... Yeah, maybe. Now these guys, they don't have frenzy anymore, your Marauders, so they could test to restrain and reform and like face a Scorpion or something.
Ooh, that's
Or you
actually...
could just run 2d6, in which case they would, if they end up on top of this unit, they just have to keep going until they're past it.
If they kept going, would they...
They wouldn't really stop me from doing it.
They wouldn't stop you, but they would be on the other side, and they would be able to side...
Maybe.
Charge you?
They'd be facing the wrong way, so it would take you a couple turns to get there.
Oh, so I actually
You probably want to reform them.
Yes.
So
they need reformation.
So just a leadership
Right now.
check using the general's leadership, which is probably 8 or 9.
The general's leadership?
Yeah, your Chaos Lord.
Yeah, it's 9.
9. Okay, roll 9 or less. You did. So basically, you can turn them, face them, whichever way you want. Just pivot them on the spot.
On the spot.
Yeah, there you go. So now they're ready to receive the Scorpion if the Scorpion was going to charge them, or at the very least, they can like flank it or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So you only ran 3. Yeah, they just trampling the bones of the chariots.
Wow.
Okay, you ready for another fight?
Let's do it.
A bigger one, like a stronger one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see what happens here.
So we can go first to initiative 10. You have impact hits.
Yes.
Not quite as much as the chariots. They're just 1 each instead of D3.
Okay.
Although we should ask, do you want to issue a challenge?
Yes.
I don't accept.
What?
My champion will go to the back.
Why?
Because he's like, you guys got this.
What the...
I've been around long enough to be a skeleton. There's no way I'm going to be around to fight these dudes.
Ah.
I think I'm moving to the back. Either way, he doesn't fight. No, but none of my guys are going to get to fight. You're going to do so much damage. Okay, so they do the 3 impact hits, so there's 1 each.
Yes.
So they automatically hit me.
Auto hits.
Their strength 4. And ogres have a special rule, the ogre charge, that when they charge, if they have an extra rank, they do AP -1.
Nice.
So it'll be 3s to wound, because I'm toughness 3. Okay, so you got 2 of them, AP -1. I have light armor and shields, so I have a 5 up save normally, so 6 up.
Ooh.
So you've killed 1 so far. Just gonna lie him down over here. And then you're +3 initiative for charging, so you're definitely higher than me. So let's find out how many attacks
I'm
you
initiative
get.
5 in total then.
Yeah, you're definitely higher than me. Initiative 2. So I should point out, I bought great weapons for these guys when I built your army. So that sets their initiative to 1.
They look great.
But they still gained the +3
For charging.
So they're back up to 4, which
4.
means they still go before me.
Because you're like 2.
Yeah. So how many attacks do you get? You already calculated this. So what is it?
Champion gets 4, the other dudes get 3 each.
Plus?
Fighting rank, that's 10 in total, and they have frenzy. So that's 13 in total.
There you go. You're gonna hit me on 3s.
Yes, I am. Okay.
And you're gonna wound me on 2s. 3s to hit.
Oh, okay.
Now they are armor bane, which means 6s to wound, do an extra AP, but it won't matter because you're already AP -2. So 5 just die. So now my champion, he's gonna.
That's the rank. Now there's a rank gone.
Which means I can't fight.
Right.
So I'm just gonna. There we go. So there we are. So yeah. So you killed my entire front rank. So I stepped up, and the step up can't fight back.
Can't fight.
So we just go straight to combat resolution. So you didn't kill as many as I thought you would, because those 13 attacks, you kind of whiffed. You only got 5 of them.
Yeah, I should have got more. Huh?
Yeah, 3s and 2s, you should have done more. But either way, I'm going to let you calculate combat result.
Okay.
This is a test, Dave.
All right.
So I'll leave my guys right here.
Combat. All right. So I got a banner. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
yeah. That's good. I got to check their leadership, which
Well, don't worry about the leadership yet. That doesn't matter.
does it not
You're-
matter?
No, not yet. You're calculating combat results.
Okay, so it's like banner plus the amount that died, right? So it's 7.
Okay. You're missing 2 things. So one of them is the rank
You get
bonus.
one. Okay, yeah. So
Because
rank
you're
bonus.
monstrous infantry, so you only need 3 for a rank. So that's an extra rank.
Right, instead of 5 that you would normally need.
Right. So you so you killed 6. You
Yeah.
had a banner.
Yes.
Extra rank, and you are closed order.
That's right.
Closed orders.
order.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
So now on my end, I have a banner.
Yep.
I have 2 ranks. I am also closed order. So I lose
By 5.
by 5.
But because you are the unstable, you just lose another 5.
That's right.
Okay.
Nice
Right.
and easy. So you didn't kill as many as I thought you would. So if you kind of think of it this way, for every one dude that you killed more, another one would have crumbled. So you probably could have killed 2 or 4 more guys.
Wow.
So it's hard to shake a big brick of skeletons. But
Although
you can
that
see
was satisfying.
they don't do any damage back though. So that's really the issue here. Okay, so it's my turn 3. So we're in my strategy phase. So this is where we're gonna actually do a couple of sub-phases. So in my command sub-phase, I have a special ability called Arise. And that allows me to bring dudes back.
No way.
I gotta pass the leadership test first, leadership 7.
Uh-huh.
I failed.
Ooh,
So I don't
okay.
get to- otherwise I would have brought D3 plus 2 guys back.
That's not bad.
Yeah, so that's it for that. But then I do have the spells,
You're talking. Oh, D3. I see. Okay. Okay.
D3 plus 2. So I
Yeah.
could get up to 5 of them back.
Yeah.
So spells-wise, we've got the one that gives the remaining moves thing. It's not going to be super useful, but I'll risk a miscast. I got it with a 10 because I get to add 2 to it. I wouldn't bother trying to stop that one because the vortex I'm going to bring down later will be more important.
Yeah, you're gonna get it anyway, even if you don't have that bonus.
I won't really be doing the remaining moves thing anyways, but now he has an aura because I rolled 10 or higher that everybody gets to move in the shooting phase if they're not already in combat.
That's what I want anyway.
I'm not going to be doing that anyways, because in the movement phase, I'm going to declare a bunch of charges. I'm going to have the Ashabti declare a charge into the rear of your warriors. I'm going to have the archers actually declare a bit of a long bomb charge into the side.
Really?
Yeah, so I get the flank, but it might work against me. But the Scorpion, I'm going to declare a charge it'll be a rear charge.
How fast do you move?
They move. So Scorpion moves 7, and it has Swift Stride, so it gets that extra D6.
D6.
So it'll most likely make it. So let's start with the Ashabti. So we're going to roll 2 dice and take the highest one. That's an 8-inch charge, which I've already measured, and that'll be fine. I only needed 6. So that's 3, and then I can just move in the 3, and now I get to align for free. Look at that big alignment.
Then they're facing the wrong way.
Yeah, that's a rear charge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already checked that it was a near rear arc when I went to make that charge.
Dang.
Let's do these little archers, because they probably shouldn't charge. No, they rolled a 5. So it's a 9-inch charge. I don't even know if, I might get them in. So we'll move the 1.
Do you just land within an inch?
No, I got to actually meet them. So I didn't. So it means I'm going to have
so
to
if you're not
move-
exactly within.
Yeah, because remember the movement trays have a lip. So that's not part of where you're trying to get to. You're trying to get to the actual models.
Right.
So the movement tray lip does not count.
I see.
So I'm going to have to just move the 5 inches because I failed the charge. I was trying to get that +1 combat resolution, but honestly, that would bring another ogre in and just kill somebody that they probably would have lost that extra +1 combat
I was
resolution.
hoping for it. Yeah.
But the Scorpion in the back there, he's going to charge. He moves 7 plus the 4 plus Swift Stride. So he's going, what is that, 15 inches on the charge. So we're just going to do our wheel. Yeah, we're in, obviously. We're going to hit right here and then align for free. See how fast it goes once you know what you're doing?
Yes.
It's just boom, boom, boom. And then in the remaining moves, he's worried about everybody, but he's got to get close so he can keep his aura of his general thing going, even though his leadership sucks. And that is my movement phase. Let's go to this fight first. Now, my Scorpion will be going first because it charged, and so its initiative is 6. It's got Killing
He gets
Blow.
the +3 to his initiative when he charges.
That's right. It has Killing Blow, which means if I roll 6s to wound, you get no saves except ward, which I don't think you have ward saves on these guys. And he just straight up kills them.
There are 3 wounds each.
Doesn't matter. Killing Blow just says you have to be infantry or cavalry, which they are infantry. They're monstrous infantry, but they're still infantry.
Ooh.
So I got 4 attacks, 3s to hit. Okay.
Okay,
The sixes
yeah.
there don't matter. It's the sixes to wound.
Right.
Okay, so
Yeah, yeah,
threes to wound, strength 5, toughness 4. Sixes just straight up murder your ogres. Oh, no sixes. But they are -2 AP. So what's the armor on an ogre? What does it say? Heavy?
This is heavy armor.
So no armor save then, because it's -2. And so you just take 2 wounds on one of your guys.
What about the shield?
No, we equip them with great weapons.
Oh, I see. They're
So
proxied.
some of them are proxied, yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
gotcha. So
Yeah,
how
they're
many?
minotaurs proxied as ogres, some of them with the wrong weapons.
So you just inflicted 3 wounds?
2 wounds only.
Okay, so we got to mark it on one dude.
Yeah, didn't kill him, although I might in a second with my stomp attacks when we get to that initiative.
And that was there, therefore I got to remove.
You don't have to remove anything yet, so just mark
Not
2.
remove, just.
Yeah,
Okay.
there we go.
Does it actually matter where I mark it from?
Yeah, it does technically.
As long as it's the banner or the champion?
It is technically him that's taking the wounds, but it's gonna have the same guy's gonna have to keep taking wounds.
Okay,
so
yeah.
It's all good. So then we go down our initiatives. Now you're initiative 1 because of your great weapons. So my regular guys are actually gonna be able to fight first.
Yeah, and they're low initiative.
Yeah, but they're initiative 2.
But not as low as me.
Not as low as you.
Yeah, okay.
So I got 5, 6, 7 attacks. Now these ones are going to hit on 4s. And your toughness 4, you said?
Toughness 4.
So wounded on 5s. No wounds.
Nothing.
So now we go to initiative 1. So I have stomp attacks, which are initiative 1. So if I manage to kill somebody with this, you still get to fight back.
Same
because
initiative.
it's the same initiative. So there's D3 of those. So there's 2 of them. They automatically hit at my strength 5. And I do 2 wounds. And so you get your 2 5-up saves with that. You failed one of them, which will kill one of your ogres.
But he gets to attack before he dies.
So yes, so even though he's removed, we can basically count everybody as being there for the rest of this fight.
Now he was outside of base contact, therefore he provides only 1 additional attack.
That guy would, yeah.
Yes.
He's not technically the guy that died, but
So everything is frenzied, so we're
because
gonna.
if one guy did die, he would have stepped up, and both of them would have lost all of their attacks.
Yeah, that'd be no good for business.
Yeah, so this actually didn't go well for me. I was hoping to kill more than just one with all of those attacks. And you got the 3 guys in the front now who can fight
So
forward.
it actually doesn't matter where you attack where. So it's these 3 fighting there and these 2 fighting in the
Yes,
scorpion.
and they're both touching the scorpion.
So let's do that first then.
Okay, so what do you got? 4 each because of frenzy?
That's right.
So 8 attacks. Hit me on 4s. So 8 attacks hitting on 4s, and then your guys in front are gonna still have their 13 attacks against the skeletons.
That's right.
So this has
because
been working for me very well.
champion gets an extra. So these are the 4 against Scorpion.
So only 4s to hit.
So that gets 3 hits.
And what's their strength?
Strength 4.
So 5s to wound. Because I'm toughness 5. Oh wait, no. Their
Frenzy.
strength 6. Because they're great weapons.
Oh, great weapons.
So it's
So it's-
3. So you got 2 of them. And I don't get a save against that because I count as heavy armor and your AP -2. So I've got 1 wound left. Oh wait, I got a regeneration save. 6 up regeneration. No, I'm down to 1 wound.
So were you 3 wounds in total?
Yes.
Interesting.
He's only 70 points, but you buy a few of them and they can kind of pop up everywhere and disrupt. The rear attack is going to give me +2 to combat resolution. I was hoping for a little better than killing one guy, but we'll see what happens. So now you got your 13 attacks forward.
13.
These are hitting on 3s and they'll be wounding on 2s. So just don't flip it like you did last time.
That's a good roll.
Yeah,
That's
because I don't
really
get
good.
saves against these, because these are all AP -2. Oh yeah, that's more than 5.
Yeah,
You only did 5. Oh no, keep the 2. It's
Oh,
2s
oh,
to
2s
wound.
So that's
you
10.
10. So everybody dies except for the banner.
What's that? 3, 10.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Because it.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, no.
How many did I remove?
No, you removed more
I
than
removed
10.
too many.
Yeah.
Sorry,
There
I
should be
still have
3
my
left
command.
over.
I have my command left.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do
Satisfying.
Let's do combat resolution. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so you did 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, hold on. Yeah, 10, 11, 12. You did 12 wounds to me.
Because you count the Scorpion as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course. Okay,
Okay.
so we're up to 12.
All right.
You've got a banner
13.
and you're closed order, but you don't have an extra rank.
Nope.
I've rear charged you.
So that's worth 2.
Yes, true. So we're back down to 12.
And you got a banner.
And I've got I technically still have a banner.
Uh-huh.
And I am also closed order, right there. And I feel like there's one more thing. We're back down to 10. I think I lost by 10.
So it honestly it doesn't matter anyway, even if it was one more thing.
Oh boy.
But but what does that mean for the Scorpion though?
So he doesn't break. So normally, if this wasn't an unbreakable army, they would both have to take break tests and run away.
By that difference?
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
Because you count it all as one combat resolution.
yeah, yeah. So instead, I'm unbreakable, so I don't break.
Right.
I'm unstable instead, so I take 10 extra wounds.
Okay.
So these 3 dudes just disappear.
Uh-huh.
And he's got a rule that he takes 1 less than he's supposed to.
Okay.
So he only takes 9 instead of 10. So that
Oh,
didn't
you
work.
reset. So it's not like those 3 eat up the 10 that you're supposed to
No.
take. It resets on the new unit.
No, because each unit has that combat resolution applied to them. Which is why I was hoping
To do more.
to do more, because if I had rolled, let's say I rolled a couple 6s and just snip, snip, and 2 of the ogres went down,
then yeah.
then you would have had no attacks from the back,
Right.
because you would have stepped up, and so you'd have done no damage to him, and combat resolution would have been 1 to 8 more in my favor.
Yeah.
So I think I still would have lost.
But not by that
Because your
much.
front guys killed so much.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But maybe this guy would have survived. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was bad. That was a bad move.
It looked bad.
Okay, so but you are frenzied, so you are forced to overrun.
To continue, yeah.
So roll 2d6, and you have to move up that 2d6 inches. Thankfully, I think my Lich Priest is just in the right place to not get caught by this. What did you get?
7.
7. Please go past my Lich Priest so you can't charge him. So 7 gets you right to here, so you can't charge my Lich Priest. he's like, oh, as you charge through. So there you go.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay, so when I charged here, we should have made way. So we basically move the rank that your character is in. Now, he's supposed to be in the front rank, but if there's only 1 fighting rank, then he goes to that rank. So if this fight ever finishes, like if he kills all these Shopti, he has to return to the front rank. So the first question is, do either of us want to issue a challenge?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to.
Why?
Because I don't want to. But you're going to issue one, and I'm going to have to accept. Otherwise,
Absolutely.
my champion's not going to get to fight.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I don't want to.
I issue.
Yeah, of course you do. And you are the highest initiative because my weapons are strike last, which makes them initiative 1, but I'm up to 4. Mm-hmm. And so your
Mine's
guys
already
initiative
higher than
7.
that by a default, right?
Okay, so right away at the highest initiative, you got your Chaos Lord against my champion. You got 6 attacks hitting on 3s.
Whoa!
So 1 misses, and the other one was an extra die in there. 2's to wound.
2s.
Oh, 3 of them.
3 wounds.
And you are AP -1, which means I have a 6-up save and a 6-up regeneration.
Okay.
And I got 3 wounds, so I
Yeah.
have a decent chance of surviving this. Okay, not good so far.
all right.
6-up regen. No.
Wow.
You got my champion.
Nice.
So I don't know which one is the champion, so I'll just take from the back as it steps up to fill
Because
that.
they would step up to fill.
Yeah. So we'll say that was a champion because it's still touching you. And so the guy that steps up does not get to fight.
Right.
So what's the initiative of your other Chaos Warrior right there? Because I'm initiative 4 right now.
Initiative 4.
Okay, so the same time. So why don't you do him first?
And he's in rank.
Yeah.
So he's got 1 plus he's frenzied.
And that's it. And 2
And then-
weapons. 2 weapons.
2 weapons is 3. And is there a bonus? No, that's
No.
That's to
Just 3
calculate at the end, right?
Yeah.
So 3 attacks.
Hitting on 4s
That's 1.
and winning on, I think 4s? Nothing.
No.
Okay. All right, clear your dice because I'm going to smack you with my 2 other dudes. So I got 2 of them. This is not going to be as impressive as I was hoping. So I got 6 attacks total with their ritual blades, which are strength 6 minus 3 AP. So these are going to be ignoring your armor. We're just going straight through to guys. And these aren't obvious. They're not put on your Chaos Lord because he's in a challenge. And weapon skill is 4, and so is yours. So I'm going to hit you on 4s. The hitting is going to be the important part, and I flub it. 2's to wound. Okay, 1 wound. You don't even get a save, so just kill 1 guy. Technically, it'd still be the guy in the back rank. Which
Yeah,
is
has to be him, right?
It's awkward, I understand. All right, so combat resolution. This isn't looking great. But at least I did a rear charge, so that's going to help out a little bit.
Adds 2.
Yeah, so I'll do mine.
You got no banner.
No, I don't have. These guys don't get a banner.
Ah.
So yeah, I got a rear charge and I hurt a guy. So that's 3 points, and I have a closed order formation. So it's only 4 because I lost my 2nd rank because you killed a guy.
Right.
You killed a
So-
guy. That's 3 wounds.
I killed a guy for 3 wounds.
Yeah, you got a
Made his
banner.
closed rank.
Oh, sure, we'll do close rank.
And then I got a banner.
So now you're at +1.
Now there's a full rank behind. Does that matter, or is that?
You don't remember if you get the extra rank bonus when you're rear charge. We'll just say yes to save us time.
Leaders.
So you win by 2.
1 by 2.
So I'm unbreakable, but I take the extra wounds, but I am indomitable 1, so I only take 1 extra.
Okay, so do you eliminate 1, or do you like?
I
cut it
take
in
1
half?
wound.
Okay.
So I'm down to 2.
It's indomitable, this.
Yeah, so that was not very good. And I still have to fall back to 2 inches. And
Yeah, I'm gonna go for
And I'm going to quickly check to see how this works because...
Oh,
do you-
because
do
I'm
you-
facing the wrong way.
Do you back up into me or do you turn around? We're going to double check that. Okay, so just double checking. So you can do a follow-up move when I give ground, which I have to do because I lost combat. And I'm unbreakable, so I just give ground. And it says you can change facing up to 180 degrees.
So flip around?
So you basically are just going to flip them around, stick your Chaos Lord back in the front rank, and then close, and then just push him in.
So he was right there.
Yeah, that
But
works.
that's the champion.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't
Just
matter.
Replace somebody.
Let's go.
We know you got a champion over there. And then you're just going to push forward, and I'm in trouble. Because that's not the way I wanted this to look.
I don't mind how it looks. Like, that's pretty good.
So that's the end of my turn. That was a pretty...
Wait, that was your turn?
That was my turn.
Oh.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I charged into your ogres, and you overran me. And I charged the back of your Chaos Warriors. Your Chaos Lord pushed guys aside, one-shotted my champion, and then I managed to kill 1 Chaos Warrior, and the rest of them turned around and said, nah,
Wow.
no, we're still frenzied. So it's not looking good. At least you don't get to charge me anymore because you're facing the wrong directions. But your turn's going to be pretty straightforward.
Okay.
That's your turn 3.
Uh-huh.
So I'm in a bad position here. Your turn should be pretty straightforward. Strategy phase, nobody's running. Movement phase, these guys can't charge.
They can't charge, but then I will spend my movement to reposition them so they can charge in the future.
So one of the things that you can do instead of moving is just totally reform. And that just means keep the center where it is, and you can turn them to face whatever direction you want. You can
Done.
actually redress ranks as well, which is like moving guys to, so you could like spread out so you're a different position.
Yeah.
In this case, you don't need to do that. So you just need to basically turn,
Yeah.
turn,
I will reform, so I do that staying
and
in the
essentially
center.
then you're going to start beating them by Ushopti, and if you don't beat them up in time by your turn 4, then you just charge in and you wail them. Don't worry about my skeletons. You're obviously doing just fine points-wise.
Now, would I want to do this in
Yeah.
order to get your rear?
Yeah.
Okay.
100%. 100%, that's great.
Done,
Because
done.
even if I try to charge you with my skeletons and get a flank, you're just going to have 2 guys turn and go, what? And they're all going to die.
So I'm done my movement.
You're done your movement, so we just go straight to combat.
Straight to combat.
Because you don't have any shooting. And we already know that your guy is going to get to go first, all of your guys, because I'm initiative 1.
So he goes first, and it's highest, and all the rest of you guys are the
Yeah,
same.
you can't issue a challenge.
Because there's no champion left.
Right.
Okay.
So why don't you do him first? You know he's got
do it.
6 attacks. He's hitting on 3s. He's wounding on 2s. I'm in trouble here unless you flub.
okay.
You're flubbing.
Only 3, and then wounding on 2. So that's 3.
3 wounds. -1, so I got 6 up. And a regen. Regen. No!
Oh.
That just killed a guy and injured the next. Hey, so you still have the rest of your warriors.
Okay, well, they're going to go and they get their full attacks because they're in base.
Everybody except him. He's not in base.
So he's 1 additional attack.
That's right. So you got your
They're-
champion in
they're
there.
3 each, and then 4 for the champion.
That's right.
Okay, so that sounds like 10, 11.
11 attacks. Hitting on 4s.
Get your
Wounding
dice
on
added.
4s, I believe.
Move your dice.
Yes. 4s and 4s. Nothing too great.
No.
Oh, look at that.
It's only 4.
Mr. Flubber.
It's only 4.
Mr. Flubber. 3 more.
Okay.
And they're ensorcelled weapons are AP -1, so I get a 6-up save, followed by a 6-up ward.
Yeah, another one goes.
Yeah, another one bursts dust. No. So that means 2 of them stepped up, so only 1 of my guys gets to fight.
Excellent.
Yes, which, that sucks for me. But I'm hitting you on 4s and wounding you on 2s. Yeah, I killed 1. I killed
Yeah,
1.
because I don't get any armor.
I'm -3, so just kill the guy in the back. All right, so combat resolution. You did 5 wounds, because I was down a wound. Oh wait, no, 6 because of the regen, because I made 1 regen. No, I never made a regen. So you did 5, and you've got a banner, and you got an extra rank, and you're closed order. Okay? I'm also closed order. And I killed a guy. I lose by 6.
Uh-huh.
I don't break, but I am unstable. And I would normally take 6 wounds, but I'm indomitable 1, so I only take 5.
Jeez.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I move back the 2 inches, and then you move up the 2 inches exactly the same way. You don't get to reposition where they are.
Get over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna just, at this point, I feel like this movement tray is gonna be more in the way than helpful. So we're just going to do this.
It's fun collecting skulls in the form of Tomb Kings.
Yeah. But you see how you're kind of pushing me back, and so it changes
Yes,
like the
I love
dynamics of
that.
the battle.
That's the way the frenzy should go.
Okay, so that's the end of your turn.
Yes,
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm gonna try to bring back some Ushapti. I gotta do leadership 7. I failed. Well, that's fun. All right, now I'm gonna cast the spell. That doesn't matter, so I'm not gonna cast that spell because I just realized it doesn't matter.
Sounds great.
I gotta declare charges. Lich Priest is charging. Skeleton Archers are charging. Is this a good idea? No. He can't fail his charge. I'm just gonna go right there. The hole, I gotta bring both those dudes in. These guys could easily fail the charge. And they roll 6, so they do not. So we're just gonna... Oh, I can't even fit through that axe. All right, we're gonna do this fight first. I'm initiative 5. I'm gonna make a dumb choice here and do the fight with the archers against the ogres first. The reason this is dumb is because if you manage to wipe them all out, you could actually overrun and fight the Ushapti as well.
See, I would say that's a smart choice.
Oh yeah, totally. So I got 5 attacks. Hey, you just get ready. You're about to die. You're about to lose an ogre. It's gonna be so super embarrassing. 4s to hit. Okay, I can't kill an ogre now. 5s to wound. Ah, I wounded one though, maybe.
Okay,
You get a 5-up save.
Okay,
You get a 5-up.
Let's
I
see,
think.
see how it
5
goes.
up.
See how it goes.
You're fine. But only the 2 get to fight back because they're in the fighting rank. So you only get 8 attacks.
Right.
Yeah, 9 because that's your champion.
Is it?
Yeah, because it's the one with the proper weapon.
Ah, okay. 9.
So 9 attacks back, hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s.
Okay, all right. That's
Oh,
not bad.
you're
Not
flubbing
bad.
it. You're flubbing it.
Okay, it's all gonna be 2s. I'm not gonna miss anything.
So you only lose 5 guys. What a coincidence, that's a rank.
That is all right.
Okay, so quick combat resolution here. You did 5.
Yes.
You have a banner, and you don't have an extra rank, but you are closed order.
Uh-huh.
I flanked you. The end. So I lose by 6, and the 5 of them crumble. Which means...
That's why it was a smart choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll your 2d6, because you have to overrun.
2d6. Oh, okay.
And even though I was that direction, because I'm not there anymore,
think that was a 7.
you actually go straight forward. Which is funny, because if I like hit you in the back,
Uh-huh.
and then you killed them all, you would actually like overrun straight
Still
forward.
do the same thing?
Yeah, it's really weird. So you hit there. Oh, look at that!
Would you look? Okay.
And you know what the fun part about that is? Because this fight hasn't happened yet, those ogres get to fight again.
Oh,
Right?
yes.
So obviously, choosing the order of the fights is really important.
That's very true.
And I did a very poor job of it as well. So let's now switch fights.
so I get to attack with whoever.
Oh, no. Are you going to issue a challenge?
Yeah, oh, well, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I'll accept my Lich Priest. So your Chaos...
Oh, yeah, I forgot your Lich Priest was there. He's so small in the
gonna
back.
Swap, and you're going to waste all your attacks against the Lich Priest rather than killing my Ushapti.
You know what? I
fell for my trick.
I don't see as a waste.
Well, you get to go first, so
Yes.
you got your 6 attacks against my unarmored Lich Priest. So bring it on. 2s to hit. Oh, you're doing it.
Good.
You're beating up the old man.
Here's the wound.
2s to wound.
wounds.
Oh, I got a 5-up regen, though. I tricked you into this.
Oh, you did you?
Yeah, watch.
Did you?
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay.
But he only... No, never mind. The regen counts. So you killed him 2 wounds, and you overkilled him by 4. That all counts towards combat resolution. So boom. And let's just put that little 4 next to him to show the 4 overkill. Backing up, we forgot that these guys count as charging, the ogres, when they overran into a new combat. So they actually get their impact hits.
So that's initiative 10, impact.
Yeah, so that's 3 of them. They don't get the extra AP because they don't have the extra rank. So 3 automatic hits at strength 4, so it'll be 4s to wound the Ushapti. So you got 2 wounds. I got a 5-up save because there's no AP, and a 6-up regeneration. All right. So you kill one and injure the other one.
Wow.
So that does bring more of your guys out of combat, though. So you have, you have to recalculate how many guys are going to get to fight because now only your champion is in base.
So considering this, I now have 7 attacks that are from the warriors that are able to get the Ushapti.
4s to hit.
4s. Okay, that's 4. All right. And then 4s to wound.
4s to wound. 2 wounds, AP -1 if you're in a sorcereled weapon, so I get 6-up save. And a 6-up regen. Nope. That finishes him off.
Ooh.
And with that, my last model is removed from the table. That's that. I don't think we have to calculate points because I have nothing left on the table, so you killed all 900 some odd points, plus you got the banners.
Yes.
And I didn't get any of your banners.
No.
In fact, I killed 5 Chaos Warriors and a bunch of Marauders and an Ogre, so I kind of got, I got my butt kicked.
No, that was the same points calculation at the beginning?
Roughly. You think you had like a 30-point lead on me. It's not
Not
enough.
significant enough for...
No. like when it comes down to it, there's when I built the list, it was more just to showcase certain things. And so decisions in list building, especially once you go up to 2,000 points and there's a lot more maneuvering, like obviously now that I've played my second game of Old World, I can see that the Tomb Scorpion, while he is scary, is not as scary as Chaos Ogres. And so charging the back of the Chaos Ogres wasn't enough to make a big difference.
Right.
Now, if the fronts of the Chaos Ogres were met by a more powerful enemy, and then the Tomb Scorpion charges the rear and adds that extra combat resolution, that can really make a big difference.
It can.
And paired with this Old World battle report you just watched, Skari and Luca continue the action in the MiniWarGaming Vault, where they play even more Old World. This will be available to our YouTube and our Vault members. It will be between the Warriors of Chaos, all Coronate worshippers, and the Tomb Kings, specifically the Royal Host. Now, if you're not a member and you want to check out this battle report, all you have to do is click on the link down below to sign up for a 7-day free trial. Thanks again for checking out this battle report, everyone, and I'll catch you all next time very soon.
But at this point, I think what we're going to do is we'll have a good post-game discussion for our Vault members, and you can talk about your first impressions. I can talk about my second impressions. So
Let's do it.
That'll be at the MiniWarGaming Vault at the link below, so you can go check that out. Also, just a reminder, you can pick up these movement tray converters and movement trays, square bases if you want to, at miniwargamingforge.com. We'll print them for you, or if you have your own 3D printer, we've got all the STLs. And either way, they're all there for you.
And thanks again to Wayland Games for sponsoring this battle report.
Absolutely.
They can get Old World. You can get Old World from Wayland Games. It's worldwide shipping. And that's it. Let's jump into the discussion.
Okay, I'll see you in the vault. Happy wargaming.